and we did not set a good example. Or, I'm sure it wasn't your fault, Kevin.
Well, the alumni play a huge role, and the alumni from all of our parent schools, from St. Mary's, Sewanee Military Academy, Sewanee Academy, and of course St. Andrews, which is the campus that we're on. And then, you know, the school has been here since 1981 as St. Andrews Sewanee School, so we really have 5 schools that we draw alumni from, and we're so blessed because over time, those schools have, all the folks have started to come together and realize that this is their home. And that's the way we want them to feel. All the various legacy schools, but also, of course, St. Andrews Sewanee. And obviously, for financial reasons, it's hugely important that the alumni are invested, but also for leadership and for admissions, for word-of-mouth marketing, and then there's just something that's so valuable about having a history, and the alumni are that history, and we love when we bring folks onto campus or meet our alumni out when we're out traveling around, and they're telling us stories, because great schools have great stories, and our alumni are just filled with great stories, and we love hearing them, and then we love telling them back. So our alumni are critical to the value of the school.
Oh gosh, I tell you, Robert, it is so neat to come back to see the kids that we have taught early in our teaching career, and to see what they're doing this day and time and the kinds of things that are going on in their lives and the stories they tell that we don't remember.
Hey, great weekend, great weekend. Honey, we're just talking about Ples Bagby on the James River in Virginia. He says hello to everybody. And what a great time. We did it.
50 years, all right.
Wait.
Where are we going? He doesn't like this.
I'm done.
He's done. Enrolled. I'm one of the 4 year. There's only a few of us left, and 3 of us are here that did all 4 years. Did you do all 4 years? I'm telling you what, I had a blast at St. Andrews, and I just don't understand why people don't like coming back here. I had a lot of fun, and I got in a little trouble, but not much.
Old times, we got in trouble. We got in a
me?
lot of trouble. Oh yeah, me, you, and a whole bunch of others.
Lord, I just don't know how I made it through.
We stuck together.
We did.
As
We did.
classmates, no matter
Yeah.
what it was,
Yeah.
we were there for each other.
Yeah.
Could rely on each other.
We
It wasn't, we're going to be over here.
We could be better.
Exactly.
We could be better.
And we
than
were
our
better.
parents.
And we were better.
You know, Graham Flower, during graduation, he got a bird shat on his head while he was in line. And I later read, though never bothered to tell Graham until just yesterday, that occurrence of bird shit at momentous times and ceremonies is one of the most beneficial signs. It's a sign of great luck.
I definitely was, and I definitely was very lucky to stay here and graduate.
Me too. I was, because I don't, part of my story was my folks sent me to military school for a semester, and I knew about this guy going to St. Andrews. I'm like, please, Mom and Dad, let me go to St. Andrews.
My mom is really wanting to get rid of me, okay? This was really a problem child. So she didn't know what to do. So one day she just said, you're going to St. Andrews. I said, what? She said, so I went, here I came, and
Sophomore year?
yeah, but well, come on now. She had to come up to you and say, you're going
Yeah, but
come on, David, you're going away from school. She didn't tell you? Been there for, I'd go in.
how many clipboards did he go through that year?
Oh, who knows? He would be, oh my gosh, Oh,
man.
yeah, shoot, yeah,
Smack
he had
it on
a
his-
temper.
Oh God.
Woo! Dang it! Bang! I just
You
remember
still
it.
do those impressions really well.
Don't you remember though, David? Remember he hit that
Yes,
back
I
of that
do.
freaking
And those
thing?
boots that he wore.
No, and then he'd get up like this, you know. Come on, get over here, kid. Come on.
Coach Tate used to wear these, what I call shit kickers. And they were kind of country boy boots, you know, and yeah, he was a character. He was a home.
And he'd be doing this, right? And I'd be like, well, does that mean I get to go in and play?
No. We were here all 4 years. We made it for all 4 years. And there were some others, George Ramseur and David Cushman.
Three of you
Three
were
of
the day
us from the
students.
day students, right?
Myself, Eric Smith, James Stutler, and Walter Burson were the four who were boarding students. Who were
Boarding
here all 4
students.
years.
Okay. But what a group, what a group.
Remember in our yearbook, we had a lost and found, and Mark was the found.
I loved it. You know, and it was great working with Claire Reichman. She was the director, the faculty member that's assigned to the yearbook.
She was, and I was just saying on my way here, telling my wife and daughter that I think she was the best teacher that I had here, and I had many good ones. Andy Simmons, of course.
And, you know, I went into publications. I do publications now, yeah. I do the Awakenings Review, which comes out twice a year, and still do publications. When I was at the University of Chicago, I did publications down there, too. Yeah, I do, too. Well, you know, Rejoice is what brought me to St. Andrews in the first
I
place.
did not know that.
Yes, it was, because the Rejoice band or the Rejoice Mass played at All Saints in Sewanee.
Okay.
And I went to see it, and I was like totally enamored with it, and I just thought this is the best thing, and so I want to go to St. Andrews.
It was always an interesting commute from Proctor's Hall. It was either riding with a buddy in a '64 Mustang who seemed intent on blowing it up every time he got on the highway heading out here. We survived that, and then riding a bicycle out here quite often, and having to outrun the Afghans in front of the academy. Other than that, some wonderful instruction, particularly in the English and theater arts and things like that, which have served me very well and probably gotten me through some tight spots.
And I remember, of course, the English department was actually one of the strengths of the school. Unfortunately, it was one of my weaknesses, so I struggled with Ms. Reichman. But I did appreciate her, and I was totally amazed. I still tell the story of Ms. Reichman showing up the day after she had given birth on a Friday night and hadn't missed a class. And when I tell that to people, they're amazed, but I think it encapsulates Mrs. Reichman.
Yeah, we were fashionable.
Look, that's Lundeen right there, right? Isn't that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. You look better than. No, I'm just
We all did.
You weren't a
hopefully.
bad looking kid, man. That was my. I wanted some of that so bad right there. Kathleen Blackstock.
Say it's not so.
Oh man. Were you recording that?
My most vivid memory is David Tate's forestry class and taking a walk in the woods with that guy and a
Natural
bunch
history.
of us just looking at trees and
Flowers.
still do it today.
For me, I'll tell you the truth, and I can say it now because it's been so long. I was decent in academics. I was an athlete, but I was also hanging with the hippies in the middle of the night, and we would smoke pot and drink beer and do crazy things in the middle of the night. And I remember one night I came over with my Coleman. I had a green Coleman cooler, and I would come over and get ice, right? But that particular night, one of the Marlowe boys had left some Budweiser at the end of the road back there. So I went and got the beer, came over here, put the beer on the bottom of the cooler, put the ice in the cooler, and I was walking back to Houston Hall, and here comes Marion Jones. And I was like, oh Lord, how am I gonna do this?
Mr.
So
Jones.
this is Jones, how you doing? I set the cooler down so I wouldn't seem suspicious. You know, I just set it down and we started talking.
If you want to look in the cooler, you go ahead. But he never looked in the cooler. And I went on to the dorm, and we proceeded to do what we do, you know.
Tell me about